Being successful authors is no easy feat, but my next two guests have done it 3 times now. Friends for years, having met working in Seattle schools, Alli and Asha Youman are here with their new novel, The Better Half, and it caught the eye of actress and book publisher Mindy Kaling. The rest was history, as Mindy's book studio just published the much anticipated read, and Alli and Asha are back with us to share all about their friendship and what has shaped the way they write. Thank you so much for being here, you both.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Thanks. So who wants to, shape this book up for us and tell me about it, Alli?
Well, actually, I'm going to give this one to Asha. Asha's the good one at summarizing. We would be sitting here all day just on the story if it were up to me.
Well, The Better Half follows the life of our protagonist, Nina Morgan Clark, who is a first generation from our family's from Jamaica, and she's reached the pinnacle of her life as she perceives it. She has arrived in her eyes, head of a exclusive private school. She has a wonderful daughter in boarding school, and she's just about to start her dream job. When she goes on a girls' trip with her best friend Marisol, something happens that may throw a little wrench in her life plans, and she has to evaluate what the second half of her life will be like.
That is so amazing. I cannot. I'm in it right now, but I haven't finished it yet, so no spoilers today with this.
Yes.
But Mindy, I mean, how cool is that she put a stamp of approval on the book? So what was it like when you guys heard the news that she was going to publish this book?
Well, we will say that we definitely went after Mindy Kaling on this one. In early 2022, she announced that she was having a book imprint and really focusing on diverse writers, diverse stories, but also using humor and joy and love to get great stories out there. So we really pushed and pitched and spent our time to get our book and ourselves and our personal story out in front of her. So our editor, when she called to tell us, she actually pulled a very good prank. We just thought we were having a everyday meeting. Ooh. And it, Zoom now. And so we got on and we were in our sweats and probably hair buns and just folded laundry.
She was on there.
And no, Mindy was not on
I was
there.
like, oh my gosh.
No, that would have been, but
started with that.
Exactly. But we just, got on the meeting, and our editor just yelled into the screen that Mindy Book Studio picked it up. And we had that moment of like, what? Wait, what? Oh, okay. So it took us a minute. And then we just had a big old party between the three of us, and we're super excited.
Oh, I bet. I mean, I read her blurb about how she said she was just LOLing the entire book, and that is just so incredible.
Yeah, I mean, if Mindy Kaling is laughing at our material when she is such a phenomenal comedy writer, that was a big feather in our cap.
100%, yes, definitely. And you guys are obviously 2 authors, 2 writers. So how does that work? I mean, are there certain strengths that you each have that you kind of take into consideration? I mean, and to come up with one voice, how does that work?
Well, we'll tell you the one piece of math that we know, and it's bad math, is that for us, 1 + 1 = 1 great writer.
Okay.
Going into it, we didn't realize it, but it just turned out that Asha's strengths are absolutely my weaknesses and vice versa. And I mean, it really was, that is the luck part of our relationship and our creative journey. We didn't know that going into it. And it just happened for us, and it's been a beautiful partnership. At least I think so. I hope you.
I'm still around.
I know. She's like, okay. I mean, I guess.
Third book, I'm still here.
And how do you guys, with the diversity, I guess, of the writing, does that help with the character development and kind of moving the story forward? Do you feel like?
I think so. Absolutely. We, as good of friends that we are, and the things that we laugh at, the things that we share about our families, many similarities, but our particular points of view allow us to get in the heads of a variety of people out there. I can speak from someone who's a little bit on the short side, and Alli can, she knows what a tall person thinks. Even small details like that add to our writing. And being former teachers for so long, the two of us have each taught in schools for 20 years. That combined experience of examining other people, ingratiating ourselves into their lives, becoming part of their families, really allows us to have a special perspective.
I love it. And you guys obviously seem so close and such good friends, but are there any disagreements, or do you write separately and then kind of come together? Or like you said, is it just 1 + 1 = 1?
Well, I'll share how we write, and you can talk about how we disagree.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Yeah. So really, again, the yin and the yang. So I really see the full story from beginning to end, and Asha goes into the depth of the emotion and feeling of the characters. So I will get down 3 chapters. They're ugly. They're so ugly, but the story's there. Bunch of notes. Send it off to Asha. She addresses the notes, goes into the emotional part, and we leapfrog that first draft until it's down. Again, not pretty, but down. And then from that point, the way that we really write in one voice, not just that I'm writing the white characters, Asha's writing the black characters, but we're writing in one, is we go through, before it even goes to our editor, side by side. We're doing it right now for our 4th book, and we read the book out loud. And we have to agree on every word, every sentence, concept that's in the book, and we don't move forward until we do. So that leads to when we have disagreements.
When we're unable to move forward. I think most people would think that, well, that's got to slow your writing process down. It does, but it also enriches it in a way.
I love
if
that.
we come to a point where we don't see eye to eye on a certain perspective, on a certain idea, we talk about it. We fight about it. We go back and forth, and we give each other the grace of space to sit back, think, ask other people outside of our partnership what they think, and then come back. And we don't move on until we come to mutual agreement. And so far, it's worked great because we're on our 3rd book here.
Exactly, and I just love that. I mean, wow, all of those quotes, take it with you guys from home. I want to keep talking about it, but sadly, I have to move on.
Well,
Thank
come back.
you so, yeah, come back,
Sure.
come back and see me. Thank you so much for coming on. Alli and Asha will be launching their book, The Better Half, starting right here in their hometown this Saturday, July 1st. They will be in Madison Park in Seattle, hosted by Madison Books, and we'll have all the details on our website.